know that we're getting comfortable on this channel when I'm fully just recording without makeup on, because that is not a thing that I like to do. Hello besties, welcome back to another video. Today I'm feeling very lazy. I'm feeling kinda drained mentally, if we're being completely honest. And I also see Grayscale tomorrow. Surprise. Was not expecting to go to this show, but my friend won tickets, so we are making the 4 or 5 hour drive to Easton, Pennsylvania tomorrow to see them for free. So stan Grayscale, I guess. But today we're gonna be doing a video that I have been wanting to do for a really long time, and that is a Q&A. I've been wanting to do a Q&A for like a year now, but I've never gotten enough questions for it. But the Twitter and Instagram gods were kind enough to me this time to give me enough questions to actually do one. So that's what we're here to do. But enough of that. Let's just get into the questions. On Twitter, only one person asked me questions, but she asked me 5 different ones. So we're just gonna work with what we have. These all come from my friend Alexis. Hey girly, if you're watching this, love you, bitch. She asked me some really good questions, and I feel like some of these I'm gonna have to actually think about, which I do not like doing, but we're gonna have to fucking deal with it, I guess. So the first question she asked me is, what's one thing you would tell your younger self? And I was thinking about this earlier, and I thought long and hard about it, and the first thing that I would tell my younger self is to stop fucking standing Woody Allen. If I did not waste 7 years on that piece of shit man, my life would have been 100% better. I spent so much money on that man, I wasted so much time on that man, and I met some really great people through him, but I just wasted 7 fucking years on him. And basically, what I'm trying to say is, maybe believe victims. I'm looking at you, all-time low stannies. Don't come for me, but also stop standing predators. Anyways, moving on. So the next question, completely different from the first, is favorite Hello? What was that? Was that Pig Latin? Favorite Halloween costume growing up? So the first thing that came to mind for this, for some reason, was when I went as Marceline one year, but that was kind of a hot mess. Literally all I did is I had like this gray wife beater, which why the fuck do we still call them that in the year 2021? I had this gray tank top, and it looked like hers, like whatever, was like a gray Hanes tank top or whatever, and then I just threw on like blue jeans, and my stepmom had like these red boots, and I had my face painted gray, and then I had fake blood put on me, and I wore like some cheap ass Party City wig or some shit. It was a mess, but that was the first thing that came to mind. The second thing that came to mind was when I went as a nun one year, because I grew up Catholic and religion was forced down my throat. I do not have pictures of either, thank God, but I did go as a cute-ass Pokemon trainer this year, so I'll insert a picture of that, even though that was from a few nights ago, and I got really drunk, and I texted Grayscale, so love that for me. Next question is, ooh, I really like this question. Best or favorite celebrity interaction? Okay, so I don't know if this counts as like a celebrity interaction. I guess it does, because he's in a band and he has fans or whatever, but I was at Side Summer for Cincinnati. It was the last day of the tour, or maybe it wasn't, I don't know, but I was in Cincinnati. My friend and I were getting ready to leave, and we were walking past the tour buses, like going back to her car, and we see Pat from the Maine walking our direction, and we're just like, oh my god, like, let's say hi to him. So we're just like, hey Pat, like, good job tonight, like, you guys did so well, and we expected that to be like the end of it, but he like stopped us, and he was just like, oh, like, it's so good to see you guys again, and I'm just like, he did not. hello? And he was like talking to us for like a few minutes, and he's just like, oh yeah, like I hope to see you guys again soon, maybe at 8123 Fest. So Pat Kirch basically was like, yo, come to 8123 Fest, we want to see you there. And like, I know you're in a band, you probably just want our money, but also Pat is just genuinely such a nice guy. But we were just like, I mean, we were talking about it, and plus it's my birthday weekend, so I really want to go. And he's just like, cool, well, maybe I'll see you guys there. And then he gave us little fist bumps. And it was so cute. It was so cute. I would die for Pat Kirch. I love him so much. But that was like the first thing that came to mind. I don't know why. And then the second thing that came to mind was just me saying, my favorite celebrity interaction has not happened yet because I have not met Colin Patrick Walsh yet, and that is happening in exactly a month today, and I feel like I'm just gonna disintegrate. Like, I'm just gonna absolutely dissolve into thin air. Like, I'm not gonna survive. I'm convinced. So, that's the second answer to that, I guess. Okay, question number 4 is, what do you do for work and how did you get to where you are? So my job is really fucking boring. You probably think like, oh, she probably has like this big job because she can afford to go to all these concerts, but no. I literally just put shit on my credit card and I hope for the best. I work as a hostess at a restaurant, and it's really fucking stressful, but the people that I work with low-key make it worth it. How did I get this job? I guess I just found it on Indeed, and also one of my old coworkers told me that they were hiring, so it's just like, I don't like my job that I have right now, so let me just apply to this job and hope for the best. And I went in for an interview and I got it right away. So I've been there for, this month it'll be 6 months, so I've been there for about half a year now, which seems kind of insane. It doesn't seem like it's been that long, but at the same time it feels like I've been there forever. So yeah, I just work in a restaurant. Nothing glamorous. And the last question that Miss Alexis decided to ask me, it might actually make me have a mental breakdown, is, do you think that your younger self would be proud of the person that you are today? To an extent, yes. I'm definitely happier than I was when I was younger. I still obviously have my issues, but I'm doing a lot better. Like, I, to an extent, recognize what I need to do when I'm feeling a certain way. Like, if I'm feeling depressed, for example, or if I'm feeling like super anxious, I try my best to like do some sort of like self-care, or like make sure that I just like stay home and do nothing. Like yesterday, for example, I was extremely depressed, so instead of like making other plans to go out, which sometimes that does help, but most of the time not really, I was just like, I just need to sit here and I need to watch Inside by Bo Burnham for the 14th time. So that's exactly what I did. I'm definitely doing better than I was when I was in high school and even college, I would say. Like, yesterday was the worst day that I've had in a while. I've genuinely been doing a lot better mentally because I've got so much to look forward to right now, but I still have some work to do, and I recognize that, but I'm trying my best, and that's all that matters. Okay, now let's get on to the Instagram questions. So let's start with this one. This one comes from my friend Abigail. Hi, Abigail. Love you, bitch. She asked, how did you know you wanted to get into the music journalism industry? Basically, my mom is like a huge reason why I went into music journalism. I remember when I first started thinking about it, she was one of the people that was just like, yeah, like, do it, you'd be so good at that, like, imagine you get to like interview your favorite bands or whatever. And she kind of is the reason that I stuck with it for so long. Yeah, my mom was my biggest supporter in that, and she was also my biggest supporter just in general. Next question. Sienna. Love you, bitch. I'm just gonna tell everyone that I love them. I don't know. What's your favorite hobby? My personal favorite hobby is taking a good 2 to 3 hours out of my day every single night just to watch Grayscale videos. The same ones every single night. I wish I was kidding. I end up just watching the same shit like every night, and it's like a fucking night routine. Like, I have to do it or I cannot sleep. And my favorite ones are the Breakfast with Champs one with Colin, because obviously the Bus Invaders one, and then there's like a few crack videos that I just watch, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I need to watch these 4 videos on a nightly basis or I will die. But a more serious answer to your question, I guess, is making YouTube videos. Attending concerts, is that a hobby? I guess. Collecting these motherfuckers. That was more of a childhood hobby. I don't really collect those anymore. Those are just all from my childhood, but they're here. Collecting vinyl. Also, hyping up all of Grayscale on Instagram and TikTok is also a hobby, I guess. Next question comes from Bestie Samuel. Hey bitch, love you. What was the first Grayscale song that made you become a fan of them? See, okay, I was thinking about this and I honestly do not remember. All I know is that it was one of the songs from Adornment, because that was the album that got me into Grayscale. I became a fan of them shortly after Adornment dropped, so it was like 2017. But I was a very casual fan. Like, I was not like I am now. I did not become a full Grayscale stan until Umbra, which probably seems kind of surprising, but yeah, like, I was just seeing Grayscale for the first time live a few months ago, and now I'm hooked. I think it was either Let It Rain or Fever Dream, because I remember those 2 songs specifically being like in my playlist in 2017. Like, those 2 I remember listening to and being like, okay, I fuck with these. Also, I really fucked with, and I still fuck with, and this might be a really weird thing to say, but Irish Curtains. I know that song's context is not like something that I should be like bopping around to, but like, it kinda goes hard. And also, while we're at it, let me just tell a little bit of a story about Grayscale when I was first becoming a fan. So, back in 2018, I was at Warped Tour, and it was the last Warped Tour ever. So it was the Pittsburgh date. I was there with a coworker of my dad's, which seems weird, but she was like a little bit older than me, so it wasn't like I was going with like a 50-year-old woman. So she gave me a ride, and then we like split up and did our own thing. It was fine. So we all met up back at the exit, and we were going to leave. And I just hear her say something like, oh my god, like, Colin Patrick Walsh from Grayscale's so hot, or something. And I turn around, and this man is fully like right behind me selling their CDs for Adornment for like $5. He's like selling these CDs, and I fully turn back around and keep walking to leave. What the fuck was wrong with me? I could have met Colin Patrick Walsh in 2018 when he still had his long hair. What the actual fuck was wrong with me? Was I okay? Oh my god. Also, I fully had the opportunity to see them live twice during their Adornment era, and what did I do? I did not go see their sets either days. I went to Pittsburgh and Cuyahoga Falls, and I just did not go to either of their sets either day. I will never live that down, okay? I'm so pissed at myself. Like, I could have seen some of my favorite songs by them live, and I just chose not to. Granted, I did not know them back then, at least some of them. Like, I could have seen Mum live. I could have seen Echoes live. I could have seen Beautiful Things live. I could have seen Forever Yours live. Those are all probably getting retired. At least I still have Fever Dream. I swear to God, if it's not on the Umbra tour, which 90% chance that it will be, but I find out tonight. If it is not on the set list, I will be running into oncoming traffic, and that is a promise. Alright, final question comes from my good friend Molly. Molly says, rank the members of Grayscale from most to least crackhead energy. And I've thought long and hard about this, and I think that I have the right answer. So clearly Colin is number one. That's no question. There's no question about that. Colin is number one. End of story. Two, and this might be a controversial opinion, but I feel like two is Venti. Listen, I don't really have an explanation for this, but I feel like Venti is like barely under Colin. Three is Vino. Four is Vaughn, because I don't really see him doing crackhead things. I don't know. And then five is Dallas, just because I see Dallas as like this super serious, like, authority figure. I don't know. Those are all the questions. This video has already gone on for way too long because I do not know how to shut my fucking mouth. So thank you guys for watching. I kinda wanna do a vlog of tomorrow, but I don't really know. But I also might wait until one of my VIP dates. We'll see. But yeah, I see Grayscale tomorrow. That's cool. Anyways, I hope that everyone has a good day. I'm gonna go back to listening to Grayscale and crying because I'm mentally not prepared for tomorrow, even though I just saw them 2 months ago. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.